How's it going, everybody? It's Frisbee Moonsong here. Yow! And today we are going to be looking at a deck profile that I have been building. Now, looking forward, we have a box opening coming to you in the next few days. But right now, we are using what comes out of that box to make this deck profile. I've been trying out this deck for the past 2 weeks. It's actually been doing pretty good. I've probably only lost like one round in each of the tournaments it's been in, and it's actually a lot of fun to play. I'm using one of my favorite decks, which is Invoked, which is because it's Final Fantasy X themed, so I absolutely love it. And then the Ogdoadic, which is one of the new archetypes from the new set, which is pretty exciting. So today we are going to be looking at my deck list for this, and we will be also, if you look at the end of the video, be choosing the winner for the giveaway for these two babies right here. If you remember, there was a competition planned for you guys, so you guys are going to be getting these, so we'll see who the lucky winners are today. We'll be using a simple roll of the dice, because there are enough people for that, so we'll see what happens. So, getting started in the deck profile, we have first off a 3 Alistair, which is pretty nice, standard, straightforward, normal summon, invoker, go nuts. It works out pretty nicely. Then we've got one Amnesia, the Ogdoadic Queen, and one Aaron, or however you want to say it, the Ogdoadic King. It's always good to play 1 and 1. When they're both on the field, they are pretty nuts. The sending from field to grave is pretty good when your opponent summons from grave, and the hand control from the king is really nice. Also, the summon from grave from the queen is really awesome. Then for one of the hand traps, we play 3 Ash, because Ash is just so good this format. And then for a little tech, we play 1 Darkest Diablos. Now, I know some people would want to play more because you want to play a Layer of Darkness variant, but the thing is, I feel like it's a brick if you would see too much. So having it at 1, if you tribute 1 card, it's a free summon, it's a free rank 8. I think it's really good in general, and that is why I play it. Ooh, what is happening here? Is our internet going down? What is going on? Sorry about that. We seem to be having technical difficulty. Okay, we're still fine. We're still fine. Dueling Book just kind of left us for a moment. So, continuing on, we have 1 Cures, which is the summon from grave, but you gotta be careful how you use this. As long as Queen is on the field, Cures' effect is fine. Just watch out for that. And then we have 3 of each of the starters. We have 3 Nalia, the Ogdoadic Remnant, and we've got 3 Nunu, the Ogdoadic Remnant. So these are the main starters in your hand. Discard, send, more Ogdoadic cards. So they're really good. Nunu is usually your main starter because you need to you summon him to the field, and then you normal the Alistair, search the invocation, you can overlay into the reptile, but you'll see how the combos go from there. And then the last Ogdoadic monster is the Overlord. This is the field wipe, really good, can be summoned during your opponent's turn with Queen. The fun thing about it is that they don't see it coming, especially if you don't have it on the board immediately. Queen will bring it out, which is really cool. Actually, no, that's not the last Ogdoadic monster. Sorry, I thought that was. Then we have Cyframe Gear Gamma. The nice thing about it is it's just your board is usually cleared because a lot of your monsters tribute things for cost, so you're constantly baiting out a Cyframe your Cyframe Gamma negation, which is really good. And also, not to mention, we've got Meltdown, we've got Terraforming, we've got Snake Rain. These are all Ash baits for the Gamma, which is really nice. And then now the last monster is going to be Zoha. You can play the other one, but this one is a really good searcher if you don't have what you're looking for and you're struggling with combo. This is really good, and it can add itself from grave to hand by discarding a card, which is really nice, and it's a level 4, so rank 4 players, which is really good. Then obviously the brick in the hand, Cyframe Driver, the one you draw all the time. Moving on to the spells, main deck we have 1 Called by the Grave, because I feel like Called by the Grave is just always good in general. Then we have 2 Dark Ruler No Mores. This is just generally good going second versus combo and going against any deck, I think. I think it's like really nice just to have in general. this deck actually goes second really nicely because it can play through so much. Then we have Invocation, obviously the fusion spell, we're going to play two. Usually you can side out one if you're going second, but it's how you like it. And then we have the one layer of darkness. I know it's weird playing one and not more, but I feel like if you play more, it's bricky, but it's nice if you see it. So it's a really cool way to out your opponent's cards. It forces a negate if they have cards, like for example, it's your out to Dragoon. So it's really good in general for this deck because you can literally tribute your opponent's monsters to summon your own, which is amazing. I mean, Lair of Darkness plus Alistair, you can get your queen back from the grave, which is stupid good. Then we have the 3 magical meltdown for Invoked, obviously getting the Alistair, preventing the fusions, whatever. Then we have Monster Reborn. This is generally just good in general for like everything. Really nice. Also, I mean, it allows you to bring back your Ogdoadics because they can be special summoned by other means, which is really cool. Then we have the Ogdoadic Water Lily, best card in the deck, I personally feel, or at least one of the top cards in the deck, because it is a free summon from grave. If you've Snake Rain plus this equals a board wipe, so it's really good. Only thing you need to be careful of with this deck is making sure you have Ogdoadics in your deck or reptiles in your deck in order to activate this, otherwise you won't be able to summon from grave anymore. So try not to exhaust all your Ogdoadic resources in your deck until you actually have all your water lilies gone, which is really nice. And then obviously Snake Rain, the card that makes this deck really broken. It's like one card full combo, really good. Sometimes you don't even need to play it because usually like just the level 4s actually give you the full combo anyway. Like Nunu plus Alistair, you have mostly full combo, which is really nice. You don't always need Snake Rain. Sometimes I would even not use it instead and just go combo normally, and then just like discard it for a spell of Macabre or something. Then we have Terraforming. Terraforming is really good because you can search for the Lair of Darkness and the Meltdown. So it's a really nice one-off to play, and it gets your Invoked engine started as well if you didn't draw it. Then the last 2 cards in the main deck would be Twin Twister. I feel like back row removal is so prominent right now with Shoutout Invoked running around. There's a lot of trap decks running around, and also your stuff likes to be in the grave, so the discard one is actually really good. I actually got this pointed out by a friend of mine who helped me out. Shout out to you, Pranesh. Thank you for that. But yes, the Twin Twister in the main deck is actually doing really well. I've been theory craftings for 2 weeks, so this is what I've come up with up until now. Obviously, it's still going to be improved upon, but yes, I think it's really good so far. Then for the side deck, we have 3 Artifact Lancia, because I feel like Lancia is good against like Dinos and Invoked and all these, even Tri-Brigade, it's actually really good against. Well, now that they're going to the Zoo variant, not as much, but they still have to banish the stuff. So I think it's still really good there. Then we have a Pankratops. Pankratops is always generally a good card, just even at 1. That's the reason why this card is at 1, so I think it's a really good card. We have the Gardala for the Tri-Brigade, a Stormwind monster, which is really difficult to out sometimes, and it can be a real problem. So that's really good. Sometimes I'll play 2 Gardala. I don't own 2 Gardala, but I'm playing 1 Gameciel as well. But the 2 Gardala would usually be a little bit better. Actually, I might even take out the Gameciel for a 3rd Nibiru, because right now I'm only playing 2 because I only own 2, but 2 Nibiru is also really good. Nibiru is so good for this game, but people try to play around it. But yes, I think the Gameciel on the Gardala is really nice. Then we got 2 Cosmic Cyclone because we already have 2 Twin Twisters in the main, so we don't need to go bump it up to 3. We've got what we need for back row removal. This is just like extra. We've got the 2 Twin Twisters. We've got the Harpy's Feather Duster, which is good back row clear, I think. And then last but not least, we have, or not last but not least, but one of the last spells we have is Raigeki. Complete board wipe. Raigeki plus Dark Ruler no more is just like so good for wiping out those combo decks. It's really nice. And then we have 3 Infinite Impermanences. I don't main it in this deck because I don't feel like you really need it too much. I know the trap is like a good negate, but I think it's usually sided in for if you're going second, and it's very specific matchups in this day, because if you look at things like Tri-Brigade, yes, it's really good against them, but the issue now is that is that they have that wind monster for non-targeting. So that's why I usually side it, and you side it in with Nibiru because Imperm Nibiru is just broken. Then we're moving on to the extra deck where we have one Invoked Ogdoadic. I've never known how to say this guy's name yet, but I will eventually. Really good for just clearing the field, getting more damage on board. I think it's really nice. Then I play two Macabre for the negate, obviously. That's, I mean, I feel like you won't go into the third. I usually don't go into the third because the game is ended by then. One Purgatrio. This is just really good for clearing out a whole bunch of monsters on board. Still a really, really good card. And then one Raijin, because I feel like Book of Mooning is still really good. And it also helps you out the Tri-Brigade lock with the barrier statue. So that's pretty nice because you get a wind on board. If you can get rid of their protection engrave, it really, really helps. So that's really nice for the Raijin. Then for the XZs, we have one Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller, just I feel like always a prominent card in any sort of meta because there's always going to be grave effects, especially for the mirror. It's so good. Then you have one Dingersu. Dingersu is just a simple rank 8 because this deck actually makes rank 8 quite easily. So Dingersu is just really good just for spot removal and for protection for your board. Like that also makes it a lot better. Then we have a Zeus. Zeus is obviously just a good XZ just in general, like for anything. And then we have King of the Pharaoh Imps. I only play one. This is for the Searcher. This is for your main starter combo. And what you can even do if you're going second is you can literally go Nunu and Alistair, get the invocation, overlay into the Pharaoh Imp, search, attack something, main phase 2 you go into a Zeus and try bait out their negates before they can do anything else, which is really, really cool. And then we also have Numeron Dragon. At first I was playing Hope Harbinger, but I feel like at this point Numeron Dragon is just good for killing quickly, because at this rate you need to kill someone as quickly as you can, because like decks these days can come back really fast, and this is just a good way to insta-kill someone. Then I'm playing this because this was the first LT I ever got ages ago when it was cheap. And I'm playing this as one of the cards in my deck. It's actually really good because it can't be destroyed by battle. It can be destroyed by card effects, yes, but you would take battle damage if you attack it. And during the end phase of your opponent's turn, it banishes their entire field. So if they have no way to deal with this before the end of their turn, they basically just lose everything that they've set up for, which is really crazy because you can have a Macabre on your field, you know, you can have a couple more things to slow them down like your other Ogdoadic monsters, so it's really, really good in general. And then we have the Draglubion to summon all these crazy these rank 8 dragons, which is really nice. Then we have Artemis, just a good link 1 in case you just draw the Invoked engine. Then we have Nightmare Phoenix, which is also a generically good link 2. It's kind of hard to get into link 2s with Nunu because Nunu, while Nunu is face up in the main monster zone, it restricts you from special summoning anything besides reptiles. So that it's kind of hard to go into the link 2. And then last but not least, we play Reptilian Echidna, or however you say it. She just makes an opponent's attack 0, which is really good for trying to kill your opponent quite quickly, and it's good setup for the Numeron, which is really nice. And if you know you're not going to summon anything after you use the effect, you can use its effect and you get another search to hand, which is really, really nice. So yes, this is the deck profile that I've been working with. It's been doing really, really decently. I'm really happy with it. It's really an exciting variant to play. Really exciting build. It's got really interesting techs and it can play through a lot. Like, surprisingly, it can really play through a lot, and I'm quite happy about that. So, now the part that you have all been waiting for. We are about to go to the video. Now, I've checked all who have subscribed and everything, so I can see who all has been here. So, let us get started with the rolls and see who the winner is. So, here we go. That is, let us count. Number 16, that is Ginger Yami. So, Ginger One Yami, you are the first winner of one of the boxes from our Ghost from the Past. So, we got a 16 right here for Ginger Yami. And now we're moving on to the next one. Let us see who is the second winner for our boxes. Let us go for the second dice. Let's see who that is. Number 1, Adrian. Adrian, congratulations. Nice. Well done. You get the second box of the Ghost from the Past. Congratulations, you two, for getting the boxes. I am so happy to give these away. And we still have 3 boxes left, and those will be in giveaways soon. I just would like to thank Solarpop for providing these boxes for us once again. And it's really exciting that we get to give away stuff to the community that I so enjoy. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. And from me, Frisbee Moonsong, I am out. And please also contact me on my Facebook about your prizes, the 2 of you who have won, and I will get back to you. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time. Cheers. Yow!